Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. Today's video I'll be showing you guys how to cut and sew this beautiful trending ashoke boubou. It is very easy to make. In this video I'll be showing you guys two different methods to cut and sew this style. So if this is what you would love to learn how to make, please sit back, relax and enjoy the tutorial. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, click the red button down below to subscribe. It is absolutely free. And also click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. So without further ado, let's move right to the tutorial. On the table, I have two patterns of ashoke, the plain and the stripe. The width of the ashoke is 32 inches. The length is 85 inches. The width, that is the wideness of the ashoke, is 32 inches. The length is 85 inches. Yours can be more, but don't let it be less than these measurements for this style. The plain and the pattern are the same measurements. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be showing you guys two different methods. So this is the first method that I'm showing you guys. This method will not have joining at the shoulder. That is how I want it to be. I don't want to have joining at the shoulder. So if you don't want yours to have joining at the shoulder, this is how you will fold the fabric. Just watch carefully. So this is the first method. So I fold the fabric into two and I'm arranging the fringe at the lower part to make sure that they are equal. I'm adjusting the fabric. You will take your time. I'm fast forwarding it, but in real life I took my time to fold the fabric. I don't want the video to be too long. That is why I'm fast forwarding this part. So I folded the second one the same way. Then you arrange it properly. From my center back to where the sleeve will stop, I measured 26 inches. You can use any measurement of your choice. Next, I measured from my shoulder to the hip line, which is 25 inches. Then I'm using the total length of the fabric, which is 44 inches. On the hip line, I impute my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 7 to 8 inches because I want it to be big on my body. You can use any measurement of your choice. Then the sleeve opening, I measured 16 inches. Then I ruled that into a straight line. Then I ruled the body into a straight line and connect it to the sleeve. I curve the armhole and I cut it out. This is how it looks after cutting. So I'm going to open up the two fabrics. Next, I'll take to my sewing machine. I'm going to join the two fabrics together. I'll place them on top of each other like so. I'll join them together with 1 inch seam allowance. After that, I'll open up the seam and give it a good press. I cut out pockets from the leftover fabric. You can use any measurement of your choice depending on how wide your fabric is. For the measurement of the pockets, you can use 12 by 12, meaning the length will be 12 inches, the width will be 12 inches. I've joined the two fabrics together. This is how it looks. Next, I'll fold the fabric into two this way. Arrange it properly. I'll fold it over again. Then I will draft my neckline. At this point, you can use any neckline of your choice. At first, I wanted to use a V-shaped neckline, but I changed my mind to use a cano neckline. So if you want to use V-shaped neckline, you will mark the neck width, maybe 3.5 inches. Neck depth for the back, mark 1 inch. Then you will mark your V-shaped neckline on the lower fabric, but I changed my mind to use a cano neckline. I use 4 inches by 3 inches. So if you want a V-shaped neckline, you will mark the V-shaped neckline, the neck depth on the lower fabric. Then you first of all cut the back neckline, then you will open up the fabric and cut the V-shaped neckline. That is if you want the neckline, but I use the same neckline for both the front and the back, which is a cano neckline. That's 4 inches width by depth of 3 inches. So I use the leftover fabric as well to cut facing for the neckline. For the pockets, you will fold the edges. You fold it inward with 1/2 inch. You can also decide to leave the fringe on the pockets, but I cut it out. You can use any measurement of your choice. So I cut out mine. You can decide to leave the fringe for the pockets. So for the sewing, first of all, turn the neckline with the facing. After that, hem the sleeve opening. Then I measured from my shoulder down to 18 inches. I mark it. I measured the same thing on the other side. Then from the center front, I measured 2.5 inches. I measured on the other side the same 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to place my pockets on the measurements. I'm going to place the plain pocket on the stripe, then the stripe on the plain. I'm going to top stitch it. That's about it on this style. Let's move to the second method. This is the second method. I am making this for a friend. So she gave me this ashoke. You can also use the normal ashoke in the market. This is not 100% cotton, but you can also use it to make this style. I folded the fabric into two. As you can see, I arranged the fringe very well. I placed the second fabric on it. I folded it into two as well. So I'm going to measure the length from the fringe. I'm going to measure the length upward. She's not that tall and I don't want to use the total length of the ashoke. I want to use 42 inches for her, including the fringe. So from the lower part, I measured 42 inches upward. I mark it and I rule that into a straight line. So I'm going to cut out the excess. So I cut out the excess on the plain one so that the two fabrics will be equal. One of the ashoke is longer than the other, so I trim out the excess to make sure that both of them are equal. So this is how it looks. So I'm going to join the plain and the stripe together. I'll take to my sewing machine, I will join them together. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the second one. The plain and the stripe, I'm going to join them together. After joining, this is how it looks. You open up the seam and give it a good press. At this point, you will place the two fabrics together, right side facing each other, and check the pattern. If you want to have plain in front, pattern at the back, you will arrange it at this point. Then if you want to have the same plain in front, plain at the back, you arrange it at this point. So the way I arrange it is going to be plain in front, pattern at the back on one side of the body. The other side of the body is going to be pattern at the front, plain at the back. I hope you guys understand. So you arrange it however you like it to be. If you want to have the same pattern in front, pattern at the back, you will arrange it at this point. Hope you guys understand. Next, I'm going to place them on fold. I will place the two bodies on top of each other. After that, I'm going to draft the neckline and the bodies. So this is the second method. This method is going to have joining at the shoulder. I rule my starting line. I measure neck width 3.5 inches. I am making a V-shaped neckline for her. Neck width 3.5 inches. Neck depth for the back 1 inch. Neck depth for the front 7.5 inches. I curve the neckline. I measured 1.5 inches for shoulder slope and I connect it to the neck width. I measured 15 inches for the sleeve opening. For the wideness of the body, I measured 20 inches. I measured the same 20 inches straight down. Then I curve the armhole. I'm going to attach band to the edge of the sleeve. She doesn't have enough fabric, so I'm going to attach band to it to make the sleeve a little bit longer. So I cut out the back neckline first, the shoulder slope, then the sides. After that, I'm going to cut facing for the bodies, then I'm going to join the bodies together. That's about it, guys, for today's tutorial. We've come to the end of today's tutorial. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you've not done so. I upload weekly tutorial on my channel. Also remember to click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.